Okay. All right. Okay, I think you're live in your group.
Yeah, hi all. Happy weekend, happy Saturday, happy Easter to everyone. And today in this live, first I want to introduce myself. I'm Swapna Medidi, certified holistic wellness coach through International Association of Wellness Professionals and certified law of attraction accredited life coach. And my niche is I empower the busy working females who are in burnout status and who are struggling with poor energy levels and poor focus to become energetic and stay focused on themselves, leaving all others. Because by only empowering you in the first place, you can empower others. Without filling your cup, you cannot fill others' cup. So you have to nourish. So you have to nourish yourself and you have to empower yourself before empowering others. Now, today's our special guest speaker is Joanne Hines. She is joining from New Zealand, and she is institute coach. And before introducing uh, um, Joanne Hines, I want Dawn to introduce herself.
Sure. Thank you, Swapna. I'm Dawn Latwis from Angels in the House Party, and all things spiritual are my jam, my knit. I do Akashic record readings and healings, spiritual healings. I do angel card readings. I am a Reiki master and energy guru and all kinds of other fun things. Numerology, astrology, hypnotherapy, they're all in my tool bag, but not my favorites. And crystals, all rock. So I help people to change their lives from lifelong issues and problems, or just problems that pop up. So anything along your journey. And that's why a partnership and affiliation with Swapna is beautiful to me, because it combines the physical, mental, and the whole body. And you are a whole person. So that is important. And then Joanne is an associate of mine from my spiritual side, as well as sharing some of Swapna's tools as well too. So she's kind of a merged version. She's been in both worlds, and I thought she'd be an interesting guest with us here today, because she's flipping more to the spiritual side, but she's a coach. She's an ambassador, just like the rest of us here. So that's a whole lot about me, but hello, and thank you for having me here, and happy holidays or religious days for whatever it is you celebrate.
Hi all. So once again, I want to speak a few words about our today's special guest speaker, Joanne Hines. Now, she's going to empower you all by sharing her own authentic story of transformation as intuitive coach, and also her own healing journey, holistic healing journey. And she is going to share one action step along with results, what she gained by taking that action step. And you all have to note down the points while the live is going on and note down that action step, and you have to take your action step. Then you have to again uh, let us know how it helped you. So, Joanne, come on, please.
Good morning, everyone, or afternoon. I live in New Zealand, so it's just after 7 a.m. here. So thank you so much for inviting me on today's Swapna and Dawn. This is rather nervous and exciting for me. So my journey started many years ago. I've always had a curiosity with spirituality, but the faith that I was in, it wasn't encouraged. So along my journey, I had a broken marriage, and my weight was an issue. It was always up and down, up and down. I left my marriage 10 years ago or 11 years ago, and that's when my spirituality really kicked in on my own. So I knew that I had my spirituality there beside me, walking with me. I remarried. I met a wonderful man, and I've remarried. And prior to that, I had this issue with weight, and I decided that I didn't want to be this weight when I was older. I watched my mum, who's in her 80s, struggle all her life with her weight. So I decided that I needed to do something about my weight. So I joined a program that is a New Zealand program. It's a one-on-one coaching. It's a niche weight loss program. And if anyone's interested in with that, they can always contact me personally and I can give you some more information. On that weight loss journey, I started reading some books, which started to open my eyes. And I learned that we had to focus on our mind. Sorry, we had to focus on our body, not our mind, through our weight loss journey. And I was reading all different books. And one of the first books that I did read, which inspired me, was Loving What Is. And it was written by Katie Byron. And that really started to resonate with me and started to open my eyes. And then I just started along the journey reading different books, listening to Lorna Byrne from Ireland about angels and that gave me even more curiosity. So the journey has started and it is magnificent. It's the best journey that I have ever been on. 6 months ago, or 12 months ago, if you told me that I would be sitting here on live speaking about my intuitive life and my coaching is incredible. So 6 months ago, or 3 months ago, I was busy doing an Akashic Records reading for a friend, just practicing, just playing. And she just turned around and said to me, "Jo, I want to pay for you the service. The service is, worth payment. And would you become my intuitive coach?" And I went, wow, that's amazing. It's come from nowhere. I've just let it fall into place. So my journey started as an intuitive coach, and I just absolutely am amazed to see the growth in all my beautiful, wonderful ladies that I'm working with. The joy and the excitement to see on their faces when they hear something or they see something, or they've had a healing from a past life, when they're starting to feel whole about a certain situation that has happened within their life, that they didn't know where it was coming from. It's incredible. It really has been an incredible journey.
Joanne, can I ask a question? I'm sorry, can I just interrupt and ask you a question? Yes. So I know Joanne is this thin, well together woman in that. Now, so you started on your journey because of the weight loss. That was your primary thing. And so what would you say was that turning point for you? Number one, to start down there, was it the divorce or like the new husband, or what was it you said, I'm going to do it this time?
Yeah.
It was because I looked at myself and I thought, I don't love myself the way I'm looking. I saw my mother struggling with her weight all her life, and I decided I didn't want to be like that anymore. I knew that I had to be healthy.
So was that the first time that you had tried losing weight?
Oh no.
Okay. So what was different that time is what I want to know.
What was different? Because it was learning to listen to your body, not your mind.
So in the other times and that you were just kind of doing like, okay, here's a diet, let me do this diet, blah, blah, blah. And nothing was combined, not your mind, not your body, not your own physical needs, that kind of
That's
thing.
right. But the other programs that I have tried in the past have always been losing the good fat cells. And when I looked into this weight loss program, I don't like calling it a diet. I like calling it a weight loss program.
It's a way of life, right?
We all call it diets, and that's one thing that I get my clients to say, this is not a diet. This is a way of living. And it was because we were getting rid of our abnormal fat cells. And this is the reason why I decided to give this one a go, because I'd never heard of that, never ever heard of that terminology beforehand. And that's why in other weight loss programs or diets, you go up and down, up and down, up and down. Where this way was just getting rid of those abnormal fat cells. And you only can access them a couple of times in a lifetime.
So I have a question. Joanne,
Yes.
like exactly, you tell me what inspired you to lose weight? What is that exactly? What inspired you?
There had to be right. I was thinking there had to be a moment, because you know, you could start down these paths, but there had to be
inspiration.
A moment on that journey, that time when you found the right program. What was that moment?
For many years, I had been listening to a Christian lady, Joyce Myers. And I had been praying that I wanted to be the weight that God wanted me to be at. So back then, I had been praying that prayer in my heart. And finally, spiritually, intuitively, this program popped up and I resonated with it. And I knew then, but not only was it the beginning of my weight loss journey, it actually ignited my spiritual journey. It was like a combination of both that came together.
Yeah, I want to, because many viewers are there who are trying to lose weight. So, so just tell me, why do you think, why someone have to maintain exact weight and why they have to lose weight?
Sorry?
Why someone have to lose the weight? Like many people are not getting inspiration.
The reason why I believe that we need to, for me and a lot of my weight loss clients, is because we have abnormal fat cells, and that is sitting around our major organs, which is causing major health issues within ourselves. But also too, it makes us feel better as a person. You know, for the very first time when I got to my goal weight, I looked in the mirror and I actually said, to be honest, I'm 61. I'll give you my age. For the first time in my 61 years, I actually looked in the mirror and I said, I love my body. I love my body.
I love that. Yes, that is
self-love. You are practicing that.
That's the difference, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you connected your body and your mind then at that point.
Yes, it became a whole package. Instead of just working with the mind, it became your body. You know, you're working with the whole body, and your spiritual body and your mental body and your physical body and your ego aspect of yourself and your inner child.
You need that ego there. You need the ego for the weight loss.
Oh yes, my ego's got to be there. It's a wonderful person.
Hey, the ego is not a bad thing. The ego helps us to move through situations and become who we are.
Absolutely.
And I see like many think that it is only the food they eat help them to lose that weight, or they believe that it's like some dieting chart or dieting, some doing kind of dieting, uh, like calorie counting. What do you think about calorie counting? Is
I
it
don't. I've done it in the past and that doesn't work. It doesn't work because you again, because you're not learning to listen to your body, what foods are good for your body. What's good for my body maybe not good for yours. See, like my body doesn't like broccoli or broccoli, cauliflower, the Barcia family. My body doesn't like that. I might like it, but my body doesn't like it, which then if I eat that causes inflammation, which then causes a weight gain. I cannot have any sugar of any sort of form because I'm addicted to sugar.
Me too.
And, you know, and what I find with this program that I joined, you know, like all the other programs or diets I have been that I've done in the past, I've had to do it on my own. With this program, you end up with a coach and they actually intuitively match you together, you know, like behind the scenes, they'll be testing, muscle testing, they'll be just looking at the personalities and they assign you with a client. Now, I cannot tell you how many clients that I've had that are so, as a weight loss coach, but intuitively we have, that's been our click, you know, that's my niche, that's who I am. And I have taught my clients a really valuable mantra or a statement that I get them to write down is with focus goes, energy flows.
Yes,
So
you are
I
true.
love that one.
Where the energy flows, focus goes there. And I believe that why we have to improve the energy levels is like when our energy levels are low, we are experiencing anger, irritation, and ultimately resulting again leading to pain and all that struggles, difficulties. So we have to boost our energy levels mainly.
yes, but you see what I teach my clients, they have to focus on the focus is the most important thing. So you focus on, I'm focusing on getting well. I focus, and that's where energy goes. I get them to write it up. I also get them to put little goals. You know, what is your goal for this week? Where do you want to go? What do you know, take a photo of a bathing suit, you know, take something. So you're focusing on it, and then your energy is flowing towards it.
Like you are making them to prepare some vision board thing for weekly goals.
Yes, and yes, but not as a big, just small bites. Because if you do it too big, it becomes too incumbent. Just one step at a time. You know, what's your goal for this? What do you want to focus on this week? Like a client of mine just recently was stuck, and there is no reason why she should not be losing weight. There is no, and it's in her mind. So we did a little bit of, okay, let's talk to your body. Tell your body it is safe to lose that weight, you know. And then I also go behind the scenes, what happened to you in your lifetime or in a past lifetime, you know, this lifetime, when you were at that weight? Did something traumatic happen to you? Were you sick? You know, and then your body goes, oh my goodness, I don't want to lose any more weight because the experience that happened last time, I got sick. So you get them to do that. You get them to go and sit in a quiet moment and go, and they come back and they go, oh my goodness, and they've had a loss the next day. And I go, what happened? Well, we sat down. I remembered that was the passing of my brother's, you know, he passed away. I got really unwell. I've got another client that's got a health issue that she gets diverticulitis. And what's happened is she's got it when she's been on a weight loss program, just by eating something that she shouldn't have eaten, wasn't good for her body. And so now her body won't lose weight because it's frightened it's going to go back to that same health issue. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so then we're going, but it's okay. It's all right, because that's not going to happen this time. And then we're on a journey.
So I have a question. Do you tend to get clients that are at the beginning of their journeys or ones that have failed many times and are, like, like, I need somebody, please. Where do you fit in there? Because I would think that you get some that have been through the ringer already with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've got a client who had to lose 100 kilos, and she'd done it twice beforehand and lost it and put it back on again.
Wow. Wow. That's
But we're setting this to time, and this time it's taking a little bit longer, but we're losing the abnormal fat cells. Now, your abnormal fat cells are the ones that sit around your tummy, your muscles, and your liver. You would have heard the terminology of a fatty liver. And that's your abnormal fat cells. So we use a holistic product that is a homeopathic remedy that accesses those abnormal fat cells.
So my next question is like, how do you see, how do you empower your clients at mindset level? How do
As
you
an
empower?
as an intuitive coach?
Yeah.
Well, my clients that have come to me as an intuitive client are the ones that have opened the door, but they can't put all the pieces together. Oh yes, I know I'm really interested in intuitive things. I can see things or I can hear things. So what I do is I get them to start on their journey, like it was for me. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. Let's start. And the one thing, this is the one tip that I want to give everybody today and for them to go forward, is gratitude and love. That is the key. And I get all my clients to get a diary. This is their first step, is to get a diary and to write down 5 things that they're grateful for. But not only to write it down, but as they write it down, they go into their heart and they actually feel it. It's not coming from their head, it's coming from the heart. So they go into their heart space. I teach them about their heart space, which is below their rib cage, just above their sternum. And I get them to sit in their heart space with their diary and a pen and write down 5 things that they're grateful for and to feel into it. And then I get them at the end of the day, when they jump into bed, and just be in that moment in their heart space and go, what am I most grateful for today? Because without gratitude and without love, we're not going to go anywhere.
Well,
you are right, because
100%. Yeah. It's that whole
because
like
many people like they doing and expecting more and more, but they don't see like what they have, what the gifts they have, and what they have accomplished already. They will
I
never see.
know.
right.
Just being able to sit for 5 minutes. I am so grateful that I can just for 5 minutes and have peace and quiet. How grateful am I? What about the beautiful air that we breathe in? The sun. We are so lucky, we are so lucky that we have that, the opportunity just to have friends and family. We're so lucky.
We should be grateful at least for our own 5 senses
Yes.
we are able to see daily.
Yes, and to hear.
Yeah.
But so much of society right now is external, and it's how we've all been raised and trained in that. So I think it's a matter of, as the coach of whatever modality, is teaching people to tune in with themselves, because who knows you better than you? But in tuning into yourself, it can never be about what we're lacking. We must always come from, like you said, that place of gratitude first, because it's like that old saying, count your blessings, not your curses or your pains, kind of thing,
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of as a young girl, and this is a side topic like I like to do, but as a young girl going through romantic situations and that if something bad would happen, I would go to my friends and I would talk for hours about all this misery and the bad things and why did they treat me like that? And oh my God, you go on and on. And they'd say, yeah, you're right. And this and this. And so then the misery just grew. And I learned as I got older that was very, very counterproductive because I obviously wanted a happy, healthy, loving relationship or I wouldn't be crying over it, right? And so by learning to tune into myself, understand what I was really feeling, be grateful, for the good part about it and assess it. I'd go, yeah, okay, so, he didn't bring me flowers last week. Big deal. He always comes and scrapes the ice off my windows for me every morning before, whatever it is. So, but as a young person, I never understood the gratitude. I'm going to be honest. I was just more. What can I get for me? But being grateful then leads to more coming in.
Yeah,
That's
for
right.
me, from my childhood, I don't know how I got it, but I practiced gratitude from childhood. I tell everyone thank you for everything, whether they listen or not. I'll tell thank
Well,
you.
yeah, I did that, whether they deserved it or not, right?
Like, I will do my job. That I'll tell thanks to everyone, whoever is like, whoever I come across, and even if they are doing little help or no help, like some kind, I'll tell like if I feel that they did some great thing to me, then I feel that immediately I get a message from within me like you should express the gratitude.
See, you're
So,
tuned into yourself though,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
you
Yes.
were raised in a way that you were. Some of us were raised in a way that you don't tune into yourself. You just do what society says.
Yeah,
And you say
autopilot.
thank you there, and you say gratitude there, and if you only be grateful in church or that kind of thing. So that's a beautiful way that you had that in you, whether you were raised that way or you're just born that way. That's a beautiful thing. That's
Yeah,
a gift. That's a gift.
and most of the people, 99%, the main problem is like they want to search the solution in the outside world. Like their focus is wandering outside, and that is autopilot, right? Their focus they have in order to do self-programming to train the mind. First, their focus should be on them, but not in the outside world. Like most of them, their goals are based on the society. Society is ruling most of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Most of them, without our awareness, it is happening. Like
Absolutely.
we want to buy anything, we want to invest anything, it is for society. It's
I
not for
have
our.
Yes.
when I was a little girl, my mother bought me a book and it's called, you should look it up sometime. It's called The Missing Piece. I'll bring it on and show you one time. And it's about this circle that had a missing piece and it rolled along its life trying to find the missing piece, always looking outward. And then it found what was a perfect missing piece. But once it had the missing piece in there, it couldn't talk. It couldn't do things. All it could do was roll and roll and roll. And then, the end of the story is what you just said, Swapna. They found the circle found that its missing piece was right there with them. It was not missing anything or whatever. It's a cute little kid's diagram book, but, yeah, it's true. And as a parent, and Joanne and I are both grandmas over here. Our goal, I think, is to try to make sure that we help these little ones and even our own children who aren't little, but to tune in internally,
Yes.
you define what you need, not what I told you while you were growing up, not what some higher up told you. It's got to be what works for you, or you're not living a full life.
Yeah, you have to train your mind, but you have to listen to your body again.
And your heart.
Body.
And your heart.
Yeah, so most people are getting confused, like we are telling train your mind again, then listen to your body. So not they have to work with coaches to understand this. And I have one more question, Joanne. Like you are also a akashic, you do akashic recordings, right? You are into spirituality. So
Yes.
how it helps your client to lose the weight, or how you are mixing this to spirituality, akashic recording? Yeah, because when I have seen that niche, I was like, wow, how she is mixing this akashic recordings with weight loss, like how she's doing that.
I think how I do it is, I was just thinking how we do it. When I'm working with my weight loss clients, they're all not attracted to the spirituality, so you've got to get certain ones that are. So therefore, if I have a client that has a weight loss issue, I say to them, there's reasons why. There's always reasons why we're overweight. It's just not because the food that we're putting, there's an emotional, there's a physical, there's, did you want to say something, Dawn?
I'm just, this is the timer. It's my pretty diamond timer. We're at our 30 minutes, even though we started late. So.
Yeah.
Yes. So what I do is we just go in there and we ask the masters, teachers, and loved ones if they have any information that can help whoever it is on their weight loss journey. And there's one thing that I do want to say. We don't use weight loss because I use it all the time, but they've just reminded me because I'm in my records. We shouldn't be using weight loss as a terminology because that's actually something that we've lost, and we go looking, our body goes looking for it. Once we've lost it, we should be saying weight released. So we have released this weight. We have said goodbye. Don't come back again. We don't want to see you again.
I love it.
So, they've just reminded me, see, I'm in my records now, and they just remember that what you heard, that don't use weight loss, lose weight release. Oh, I forgot about
Very
that
good.
one.
The power of words. The power of words.
Yes.
So how you are using the spirituality? I'm not clear still, like, how do you use it?
Do you want me to answer? Can I answer?
Yes,
you can answer. I'll let you.
So when you go into the records, Swapna, we have the ability to have your spirit team help us to define the best foods for you, the best activities for you, the best things to keep you motivated. It's an extra little thing because the Akashic Records takes you to your spirit team. So your spirit team talks to my spirit team and I say, hey, she's low in energy, but she's eating her greens every day. And they say, well, yeah, but she's eating them at 7:30 at night. And we want to see her start her day with some of these, that kind of thing. Or,
okay, now I got it.
Also like, is broccoli healthy for this client? Will this help her to do it? Yeah, no. But is sugar okay? Yeah, no, that kind of thing. So I know we're up on time, but I have a little freebie thing I will share.
Yeah, but she has to share one action step, right?
I thought she did. Okay, go ahead.
Please share one action step.
I was wanting everyone to write down in their diary the 5 things that they're grateful for today.
Okay, daily they have to do it. Right?
Yes, they literally have to do it. 5 things that they're grateful.
Let's tell them, like, you do it for 21 days as a 21 days.
Oh, yes, 21 days, because then it takes, it takes 3 weeks to make a new habit.
Yes.
Yeah. So you tell me, like, how did it help you when you are writing at least 5 things which you are gratitude for 21 days? How did it help you?
It helped me go in. It made me just suddenly appreciate everything that I have. And external, it just made me stop focusing on myself, but around me.
Okay, around me, around you.
In my world, in my life. I'm so grateful for these beautiful crystals, these beautiful angel crystals. Someone went out and had to dig and find them. And another thing that is one of my biggest things is the lady that packs our groceries. When you go to the supermarket, you get your groceries. I am so grateful for that person. I am just so grateful. It makes you feel so much better within. It makes you happy. It makes you feel better within. That's what it did for me. When I'm at the supermarket, I say to that lady, I write it down, but I go to her and I go, thank you so much for packing my groceries. You see a smile on their face.
Yeah. No, I got it. So like
Also,
when we are doing this 5 things, expressing gratitude to 5 things on daily basis for 21 days, we are going to increase our awareness on small things which we are ignoring, right? Like
Yes.
maybe someone who is helping us in grocery, like in Costco, one man will be putting yeah, I never, till you mentioned that, even I was like, yeah, I have to thank him. Yeah.
the other thing with the gratitude is, I started doing this year as well, or last year, is the food you eat.
Yes.
Before you eat that food, show gratitude to the food. And, think about it, like some of the things that you might eat, like a strawberry. Someone had to put the seeds in the ground, water it every day. The farmer had to go out there and pick them. Then a truck driver had to get it to the market, to a market. Then it had to get packaged. There was people or a machine packaging. Then it got sent to my grocery store. And then the bagger put it in the bag. So there's a lot to be grateful for, like even going backwards from your bagger to my little strawberry over here, So I try to do that with my food now. I try to be grateful for the food and the people that made it available to me.
So I understood that many people are gaining weight because of not having gratitude.
Possibly.
That can be a reason.
Yes,
People are
it can be.
just seeing food like externally, they are like food, like mechanically.
Yes, yes.
Gratitude, it brings the focus on us, also our relation with others, like how
Yes.
many other people are helping us in daily life and who all we have to be grateful.
Absolutely. Gratitude to change the attitude.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. So Dawn, do you want to say anything? You want to say something, right?
No, it was just the gratitude for the food thing that I was saying, that just starts welling up the gratitude in my heart when I take that moment to think about it. Like Joanne stopping at the grocery store saying, wow, that guy's working hard, or the lady working hard. So yeah, just taking that pause and that reflection, being conscious in what you're doing.
Yeah. And I want to express my gratitude to first Dawn, because without her support and that, I couldn't have done these lives without her support.
And
without her
my
motivation.
gratitude to you, because without her, she wouldn't have pushed me to get there with her. So I needed a tag team partner to run along with me with that. So yes, we're working through all the little bumps in starting out.
Even coaches, we also need that accountability, right? Everyone needs accountability, because without that accountability and support and empowerment, we cannot move forward. And this is the reason why we created this group. It's not only like for coaches to get that support with each other, empower each other, build the network, but also for the clients, for also the people, normal people who can find some inspiration and motivation by listening to the authentic stories of every coach on the way, like how they transformed as a coach. And next, I want to express my deep gratitude to Joanne Hines, because I know you are in different time zone and you are in New Zealand.
And it's Easter. It's Easter
It is
Sunday.
early morning. So you put a lot of efforts for this live, and you are giving your valuable time and your valuable suggestions. So I'm really thankful for you for accepting our invite and joining this live to inspire and motivate many others.
Thank you. And I'm so grateful for Dawn and you, Spotfinder, for giving me the opportunity to come on and share. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I am so grateful for you, Joanne, because I know she's coming out of the closet a little bit with his lives and that. I was like, oh, come on, it'll be fun. And so she let me push her. And Swapna for joining these two worlds together. This is a dream of mine to see all of us being able to work together, creating a community where we support each other. There's how many people in the world? Like, how many millions and billions? I don't even know the number anymore. So there's plenty of clients for everybody. And it doesn't have to be competition with those that you make an alliance with, not every person's going to like us. And, and so there's the right coach for the right person is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we don't need marketing because we have to be ourselves.
Yes.
And we have to be authentic. And we have to work on ourselves and destiny
every day.
Because
remember what Confucius say, Swapna? I'm going to make the post for it this week, but Confucius say, when you think you know everything, you are now ready to learn. That is a channeled message that I received this week, which had me dying laughing. I just thought it was so cute.
I want to, please don't repeat this.
I'm going to make a nice thing. Yes.
Because I receive many people like this telling to me, trying to coach me. They tell to me that we know all these, we know many things. I know everything. I know many things. We are doing all this. That means they are ready. Actually, they are ready to learn.
Right.
But I'm not able to tell. But I don't tell them all. I'm not able to tell them on the face that you are now actually ready. You have to. You are now ready to learn. But I'm not able to tell that.
I'm gonna get that out there this week. It was just so cute. So yes. But yeah, it's been great. Thank you, Swapna, for getting us started. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, how do you feel, Joanne, now? You said like you were a little bit nervous.
Oh, I've loved it. It's been amazing. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Joy. Yes. When joy is there with us, Dawn is the joy, soulful joy.
Joy to
share. She's the joy.
I'm just reading this amazing book, and it's written by the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, Finding Joy and Lasting Happiness in Our World. Oh my goodness, it's an amazing book. Absolutely. And I'm finding joy. And I thought I had joy, and I go, oh my goodness, I'm finding more joy.
Oh, that's beautiful. And one of these days we'll actually be at 15 or 30 minutes. Today we are at 42. So we're getting better, guys. We're trying.
Yeah. So shall we, I think it's the time to wrap this live.
I got Easter eggs to color.
Oh, yum.
Now, I wish both of you once again, happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, Swapna, and your family.
Yeah.
And to those little babies.
Yeah.
Have fun. Enjoy.
Yeah. Yes. And the same message from three of us, like try to do things which gives you joy. Try and explore where you find your joy. Where is your joy? Because joy is the one thing which empowers you from inside and which heals your body. You don't have to take many actions or struggle hard with the food. You just find your joy. Where is it?
Watch them little kids chasing them Easter eggs around or playing tomorrow. Or for us it's tomorrow. Today for her. There's so much joy in children. So if you're looking for joy and you can't figure out where to find it, look in nature. Look at children.
Yeah, look in children.
Yeah, children specifically, because they could just have a good time just standing there in the middle of a pile of dirt.
Yeah. If we really want to find that joy, kids are the best. They like small kids, all the kids below teenage, they are the one who can teach us, who will teach us what is joy, how to find that. Where is it?
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all. Please leave your valuable feedbacks about this live, and we are looking forward for the next guest speaker.
And if you like Swapna's group, refer your friends over to it. Help grow the group.
Yeah.
So
You can also join a dance group.
if you just need
If
a
you're
little
interested.
joy, soul joy.
Yeah, if you want joy, if you want to find joy, then join the dance group.
And Swapna, tell them where this video can also be found on your YouTube.
Yeah. I will be downloading this video from Facebook and I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. Then I'll share that link. So it will be like as the days goes on, like more and more viewers will be watching it, because it happened with me. I created a video and I just shared it. Initially, no viewers, but with time, like it is going on building like 40, 50, 100, and it is also building subscribers.
Nice.
So yeah, we are going to upload this to YouTube. Then I will share that on my Facebook page with 295 people, and also in this Facebook group, and also with my friends, other WhatsApp groups. I'll be sharing with everyone. And please, I also, you can even share, like Joanne, after, because this is your story, right? So you can share with others. And if anyone is interested to join us as the guest speaker, then they will reach us, right? I will attach even group link with this video in the YouTube. And please subscribe my channel.
Yes, that's what it is.
To get to all the for
so
coming
just
up.
in case you don't catch it live, you can find her over there.
Yeah, and I'm really like busy, very super busy schedule during the weekdays, and even Saturday I do volunteering for the non-profit organization for 2 hours. So yeah, I take out the time for that non-profit because I find joy in helping others. So after this, again, I have life. So after that, I had life.
We're gonna go then. Yep.
So my days.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.